It's the middle of a quiet, picturesque evening in this Milwaukee, Wisconsin neighborhood. House sparrows are chirping, and sunlight peeks through the clouds in the distance. But even in a tranquil place like this, a neighborhood war can spring up at any moment. Two vehicles come barreling down the street, and gunshots echo through the neighborhood as the passengers shoot out of their windows at each other before the two cars collide at full speed. This head-on collision could have killed the riders from whiplash alone, but incredibly, some of the passengers are still conscious as they jump out of one of the sedans and take off on foot.
Guns! Call the cops right now!
The neighbor's first instinct is to run outside and help, but after hearing the gunshots, none of them wants to approach the vehicles. Another few passengers step out and take cover behind their wrecked car, unsure if anyone from the other vehicle plans to come out shooting. And when they see the coast is clear, they run off. It's never made public what causes this shocking confrontation. Days later, a total of 7 people are arrested in connection with the shooting. But because they're minors, the Milwaukee PD releases no further details to the public. While a literal neighborhood war playing out in front of most people's homes would make them want to move, the woman with the security camera isn't intimidated by the violence, saying, "We cannot live like this, and we are not leaving this neighborhood." Texas might have nearly 700,000 miles of roads, but with more than 17 million drivers, it's only a matter of time until they run into each other. When these neighbors in Arlington, Texas meet over a minor fender bender, which should be a painless transaction, turns into an exercise in frustration when one of the drivers refuses to give up her information.
Ma'am, ID and your insurance, please.
Take a picture. You got me?
Yeah. I also have your license plate.
Did you dial 911?
Yes.
Are they on the way?
Yes.
Okay then, well tell them to call.
How am I going to have them call you if you didn't give me a number?
This woman seems unaware drivers involved in minor accidents are required to exchange information before leaving the scene.
Just give me your phone number so I can be in contact.
I don't believe nothing this man is saying. And it sounds crazy, and it sounds...
You just sideswiped me, lady.
How did I just sideswipe you? And your car looks like it's previously already...
Look at it.
How you could have hit the gas? How do you know?
I didn't hit the gas. I was driving in my lane and you turned into it.
Suddenly, the conversation takes off in an unexpected direction.
Just give me an idea then. ID.
Right into traffic.
Wow.
In all the confusion, the woman forgets to put her car in park before getting out.
Mother of the Year award.
Fortunately, traffic is stopped in both directions, and her son is wearing his seatbelt.
This lady is crazy. Oh my God.
Even with her unplanned detour, she's still not ready to do things the easy way.
I got driver's license and insurance.
Can I get it, please?
You're not the police. This man is making a big mistake.
Okay, well, the insurance can decide that.
That's fine.
They investigate these things.
Let them do it.
You get into a wreck.
Call the police.
You exchange
Call
information.
The police. Call
I
the
will call
police.
them right now.
The police arrive a short time later to facilitate the exchange of information and leave the investigation in the hands of the insurance company.
This lady is crazy.
A family inside this home were watching TV when out of nowhere, a driver exiting the parkway too fast loses control of his vehicle. A camera in the driveway captures another angle. The vehicle barrels into the family's driveway, striking their car and narrowly missing their house. Amazingly, no one is seriously hurt, and the disoriented driver is actually able to walk away from the wreck. Police deem the crash an accident, and no arrests are made. The homeowners are now working with their neighbor and the county to get safety measures put in place to prevent this kind of thing from ever happening again.
Hey, what are you doing?
This woman managed to collide with a parked truck. While she seems to be okay, the same can't be said about her car.
Hey, no. Turn the car off. Call the cops. Call the cops.
The man has seen enough and tells his dad to call the cops.
Turn it off.
Damn.
You're cut.
I see.
What happened?
I don't know. I didn't see that.
How do you not see that?
I don't know.
You ain't getting your car out.
I know. I see it.
The eyewitness goes to his neighbor's door while the driver tries one last time to make her getaway.
My dad's on the phone with the cops right now.
Okay. The woman finally concedes defeat. When the police arrive, she's ticketed for not having a valid driver's license, and the car is towed. Luckily, no one is hurt, and even the neighbor takes the whole thing in stride.
I'm truly sorry.
It's all right. It's a work truck. If my truck, I'd be mad. But
DeKalb, Illinois. It's 2 a.m. A man who appears to be drunk leaves a neighborhood restaurant and is now in his car about to drive home with a woman in the front passenger seat.
I don't know, but I'm gonna record this in case he's drunk. He is drunk as you can tell just by looking at him.
Just moments earlier, the man recording this video, who lives next door to the restaurant, claims he witnessed neighbors unsuccessfully try to stop the driver from getting into his SUV.
Oh, hell no.
Hell no, man.
Yeah, this dude's piss ass drunk. Look, he can't even get out the parking lot.
Barely managing to get out of the parking lot, the driver is now veering towards oncoming traffic.
Oh my God.
Concerned neighbors rush to the scene of the accident to help the victims of the crash.
You stupid drunk. I got that on camera too. You drunk piece of. You're a scumbag, you.
Hey, don't bro. Come on, man.
Are you okay?
My bad.
Here, record this. Just stand back and record this.
The man recording this video hands off his camera to another concerned neighbor so he can help the driver who was struck head on.
I think you're okay. I think you're just a little shook up. Okay, here, get out of the car. Yeah, get out of the car. Come on. Come on.
Thankfully, the woman is wearing her seatbelt and the car's airbags deployed.
Here, step out of the car. I don't want it to catch on fire or anything like that. I think you're okay.
You okay?
Here, step over here.
She's lucky to be alive, as are all those involved in this crash.
My bad, bro.
After getting her to safety, the neighbor confronts the drunk driver and is concerned for the condition of the woman passenger who remains inside the car.
My bad, bro.
No, you're an idiot. You're a piece of shit. I hope you go to jail. You're a scumbag. Are you okay, ma'am? Are you okay? Get the out of me. You need to move so I can see if she's okay. Get the back. You're making me nervous. Are you okay? Here, you should get out of the car. Can you climb across? Hey, did you call the police? Okay, I think she needs an ambulance.
Where do you live?
right here. I heard it from inside my house.
This sucks, bro.
You okay sitting there? You're not gonna move? All right, I guess she's all right.
We need a ambulance.
Yeah, oh, here's the police right
Hey,
here.
I'm good.
No, you ain't good. You're going to jail.
I don't care. Here.
Just doing
Sure, she good. Is my girl good?
I guess. That's really weird that you would question that now before your drunk ass got in the car and drove. I saw you get in the car.
Police, firefighters, and paramedics soon arrive on the scene and provide medical assistance to the injured victims. Both women are treated for minor injuries and brought to a local hospital for further evaluation, while police put the slurring driver through a sobriety field test, which he fails miserably. DeKalb police charge him with a DUI over .08, and a failure to yield turning left. The driver is fortunate he didn't kill anyone, including himself. A sobering reminder to everyone: never drink and drive, and stop your neighbor if they try to do so. Midtown Sacramento, and neighbors have just heard a car crash right outside their homes. They discover an overturned SUV and a woman trapped at the wheel.
I got you. Okay. Go move your leg over to the left.
She's been involved in a 3-car collision, is in complete shock, and is dangling upside down.
I got you. Okay, too.
First responders are on their way, but the neighbors are working together to get the woman out. Rollovers are among the most dangerous and deadly of car accidents.
Anything feel broken or anything? She all right?
The woman has to be carefully maneuvered out of her seatbelt, but one wrong move and she'll fall on her head.
Okay. Thank you.
I know they are down.
I'm so glad you're all right.
I'm just.
My name's
Anybody got a chair or something? A place you can sit down right here?
There are sighs of relief as the woman stands on her own 2 feet.
Come sit down.
Oh my God.
It's okay. You're all right.
Oh my God.
Yeah, things happen.
Next time if you don't have to.
Your car's just a thing,
I'm
right?
just gonna have her sit right here.
Come lay down.
Wearing a seatbelt appears to have saved the woman from serious injury.
Thank you, everybody. Oh my gosh.
I'm just so happy you're okay.
And the neighbors who came together to rescue her are amazed to see that she looks completely unscathed.
I can't believe that you don't have like an abrasion on you or.
When police arrive, they report no injuries on the scene.
Honestly, this is a miracle.
It's so crazy.
It's a miracle that you're sitting here. It's a miracle.
I wanted to get a new
I'm just so
car
happy
now.
that you're okay. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. I don't want to do that. I'm sorry.
It's the afternoon and everyone's trying to get home from school. But for neighbors on this block in Brooklyn, New York, rush hour takes on a whole new meaning. After stealing a school bus from an unlocked yard, the driver is determined to make a clean getaway, regardless of what's in front of or behind him.
Oh, he's wild. He's wild.
Luckily, there are no kids along for the ride. Now trapped in gridlock, neighbors try to keep the bus from moving any further as police race to the scene.
Oh, he dodging.
With both police and neighbors climbing over cars and running down the block to try to stop the chaos, the bus manages to ram its way past the roadblock, racing further into the neighborhood. With the bus now gone in a puff of smoke, neighbors come out into the street to inspect the damage left behind.
Oh my God.
Damn, son. I got everything. Smash that. He moved that bitch. I'm trying to go back to jail. He done hit every car on the block. Look at this. They chasing us, some mad cops.
After hitting nearly a dozen cars, the suspect crashes the bus a few blocks later. He's arrested on several charges, including grand larceny and reckless endangerment.
Look at this.
2 people, including 1 officer, suffer minor injuries and are treated at the scene.
I'm glad I pulled to the sidewalk. He did everybody car, yo.
And for all the neighborhood kids hoping for a day off, a brand new bus is sent the following morning, so no one misses a day of school.
Wow.
It's almost evening in Cleveland when 2 local officers respond to a call from a homeowner whose neighbor has somehow, bizarrely, crashed a car into his own house. But the situation is much more serious than that.
Yeah, don't go back there.
And what's worse, the neighbor is standing just feet away from the inferno.
Sir! Ooh! Why'd you step over this way?
Your car's on fire. Your car's on fire.
Despite their pleas, the disoriented neighbor doesn't budge.
Okay, radio. We also have a male in the backyard, but he won't come away from the car, and I don't want to go any closer to the car.
But that's not their only worry.
I'm gonna tell these neighbors to get out. Their house is gonna catch.
The fire is spreading fast. The officers alert the local fire department, and now it's a race against time to warn the next-door neighbors.
Cleveland, please! There's a current fire next to the house. I just want to make sure that we can get the house catches on fire, okay? Okay. Okay.
Hearing the commotion, the disoriented neighbor of the car finally walks out.
Are you okay? Hey, are you high? Are you drunk? You okay? What? What's going on? Get over here by this car.
the man is detained, but then the cops get some alarming news.
There's no... 92.7. The neighbor said there's an old woman that does live in this house.
And the officers need to get inside before the entire house is engulfed in flames.
Go, go, go.
This them. You have a baton?
No, I don't have one on me.
Watch out. Bye.
Every second they can't get inside could be the difference between this neighbor's life or death.
The house is on fire, you guys.
Is it?
Yeah.
As explosions go off in the background, they finally get the door open. Luckily, after a quick search of the property, the officers are relieved to discover that nobody is home, and the fire department arrives to extinguish the blaze before it can spread to one of the neighboring houses. But the damage is already done, not only to the neighboring properties, but also to the car that is now toast.
Holy plate burnt to a crisp yet. Can you see the bin? At all? 4 days. And it was in perfect condition. Yeah, perfect.
The man that the police believe is responsible for the blaze is taken to the hospital for further evaluation. Pending further investigation, the fire is treated as an accident. And luckily for everyone in the neighborhood, there is no loss of life after this unusual incident.